Just outside enjoying the weather. Eating an apple. So, but I would say, in the process of getting a bike, riding a bike, feeling more fit, feeling more healthy, right? Can't slip up because it feels like I could eat just about anything, right? Because I'm literally burning that energy. Excuse me. But I'm burning a lot of the energy, right? And I saw a video the other day about bike riders getting osteoporosis, having bone issues, due to the fact of losing minerals from like long periods of rides that you do like all the time, pretty much just sweating it all out, right? And they do say that people replenish a lot of these things within themselves with specifically electrolytes. The funny thing is, from all the things in my experiences of life anyways, I pretty much figured I've already needed to maintain vitamins, right? Maintain vitamins and minerals. And the thing is, I think a lot of people go through this because they just drink water, right? And you're thinking, oh, just water, like that's good. It's good to every now and then drink mineral water, all right? I'm not gonna say do it while riding, but it helps. I'm not gonna say while riding, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, in general, just every now and then drink mineral water, because you lose these things in your body. Like, honestly, after a ride, I'm pretty sure it's pretty good to have like a nice electrolyte drink with a mineral water or some mixture of it or some sort. Don't go out there drinking saline, but saline is good, but don't go out there just drinking it. Because in the army, we are, not just army, military, bro. I had to do that one time and it sucked. Because I was a heat casualty before. My bad. I was a heat casualty before, so pretty much I was basically, we were training, and like throughout the day, at a certain point, we're trekking through the wood lines, right? And one of my sergeants turned back and looked at me. He's like, Morzo, you're not sweating. I'm like, I'm not thinking nothing of it, because I'm like, bro, we're in our mission right now, because we're training, so we're on a mission right now. I just want to get to the end goal of where we're going, so we can continue the mission and finish. Basically, like that's because whenever I'm working on something, I'm doing something, I'm pretty much goal oriented. So I'm focused. I just want to get it done. No, by any means necessary. No ifs, ands, or buts. Get the mission done. That's it. You might call me a loser, a lame. I'm not fit as everybody else. I might be slower than some other people here and there, probably. Even at the time, I was kind of like a little heavy set. Still losing the weight at some point, but actually, not at that time, I wasn't heavy set, but I don't know. But I was in the guard, so every now and then I'll be home. So obviously, I would be too lax, eat, gain a little weight. So probably at that time I did, but I was dry. I wasn't sweating. I did feel tired, but pushed through either way. So while pushing through, Oh shit! I don't got nothing. While pushing through, yeah, they saw me, decided to check me out. My body, like, after we took a break, and my body was significantly warm. Like, I was hot, okay, overheating. So I had to remove some of the clothing to get some air in me. Start drinking water, cold water. Try to give me, they checked me out. Clearly saw I was dehydrated, overheating. I was a heat cat already, so try to give me an IV. Couldn't give me an IV because they couldn't get into the vein. Just couldn't do it. And I always run into certain situations like that where they're like, if you can't do this, we're gonna have to do this. So if you can't do this, you're gonna have to do this, right? Which was one of the options was they're gonna like try to stick the vein. No problem. They're gonna try to stick the IV in any party that they possibly can where they can't get a vein. So if they can't, your next option is to drink it, right? Then the other option, if you can't do that or don't want to do that, or if you're passed out, yeah, they go back door. When I say back door, I mean they literally go in your bum and put that saline pack right there, and then squeeze on that sucker, and then basically reverse blowhole in your body. I was like, no sir, not me. Not me. So what you think I did? Well, I chugged that saline. I chugged it. I'm not. It's not like it, but the situation with the bus accident that I was into. Bro. What was that? Let me see. Went to the medics. They checked me out, checked my knee. I was on crutches for like a week and a half. Yeah, like a week and a half. And then basically they were like, if you don't get off these crutches by the end of the week, you're gonna be recycled. And I was like, as soon as they said that, immediately I was like, here you go, doc. There you go. I gave him the crutches. I hopped out, right? And they're like, well, like, no, I'm not staying here any longer than I have to. Because when we first got there, besides the bus crash, that was already one thing. But I'm going to the chow hall, right? And this is Fort Benning now. Fort Benning, going to the chow hall. And anybody knows Fort Benning when you've been there. I remember. I'm literally like, I literally forget a lot of things a lot of times, which is a problem. But I can't remember if there's more than one chow hall or if it was just the one main chow hall. But I remember upstairs. It's like you're going down into it basically, because it's like a pavilion or some type of thing, or a courtyard or pavilion, something like that. But like you're going in there, and then you're standing on basically something that's like a balcony or whatever, and you're looking down so you can see downstairs to where you're actually going to the chow hall, where people go to the chow hall. So when you look downstairs, literally on the cement floor, there was a stain, red stain on the floor. I'm like, but it's not like bright red, it's like a burgundy type color. So, but immediately you look at it, you're like, when you see something like that on the floor, instantly you're like, what the is that? I'm like, yeah, that's blood, because somebody jumped off from where we were down there, tried to end it but did not end it. So yeah, like this is literally the first week of being there. I already come from a bus crash, walking on crutches, seeing blood stains on the floor, leading to the chow hall because somebody pretty much had enough and wanted out. And this is training, mind you. This is just training in Fort Benning. You're not even like done going to your base. It's crazy. there's a whole nother situation that we had at a gun range where they stopped it for like more than half the day. Just about. Because somebody tried to blow their brains out. I hope they don't penalize me for it, but let me rephrase that. Somebody tried to self-delete, right? Somebody tried to self-delete, and it didn't work. I'm trying to think of anybody seen Metalopolis? I can't pronounce it right. But the show, those on the Cartoon Network, and then like how graphic those things are, and then people start getting hurt, and then like one part where somebody gets hit with a projectile, and the bottom part of their jaw come off. That's what it was explained to us. That that pretty much like that part came off. So yeah, and mind you, I'm saying this again. We weren't done with training. We weren't done. This is still training. We're at the gun range. At the range. Things are just happening. So when you get into these things, I don't know how I even got here, but I just know when I got into that, I think I'm talking about like finishing what you're doing, right? Finishing what you started pretty much is what the basis of what I'm trying to say. Because I wanted out. I ain't gonna lie, I did want it out. I did want out at that time. Because I was already hurt before we did anything. And then I'm witnessing stuff already. I'm like, bro, this is just ridiculous. And this is just the training. Pretty much like if you've seen what's the name of that show? They show it I can't believe I'm forgetting. I'm telling you right now. After these rides, bro, my brain is just like, but the show that they show like on the History Channel with the guys in the military, was it World War II? But you've seen that, if you've seen the show, if you know what show I'm talking about, they do it every year. They show it every year, right? And you can even see it on there, like those guys were getting hurt. Okay, those guys were getting hurt and they were in training. So like that type of stuff is real. It's real life. Okay, but say that to say to basically explain that I get into these weird situations that's literally out of my control. It's out of my hands, and I gotta basically power through them. Right? Like right now, some things in my life are, I would say, my fault, I guess. Might as well just say that at the end of the day it is, because I made certain decisions that got me into this certain type of part of my life. So I'm just trying my best to power through it. It's just, in these times, it's very hard. It's very hard to power through this when you're behind, right? And then you're looking at people for, not really looking at people for motivation per se, but just from you seeing other people, you get motivated, you get like excited, more excited about life, more like you want to do things. So yeah, like Kai Cenat, for example, a young dude, right? All the guys from AMP, sorry, a lot of the streamers, right? I'm not a streamer. That I'm far removed from that, because I tried that years ago. I was actually starting to do it, but before people actually really started to be, people were on camera, but it's not to the extent of what it is now, or even what it was just a couple of years ago, but years before that I tried, and I was on the PlayStation, and things kind of switched up, and I wasn't able to necessarily do it on the PlayStation anymore. So I was trying to still do the streams because this was on Twitch, so I was still trying to do the streams, figuring out another way to do it and gear up other cameras and stuff like that. But life hit, time hit, it just didn't work out. So pretty much this is my thing. I like to do these videos more and more. All right, and then get more comfortable, feel more comfortable. Yeah. Try my best, man. Try my best. I hope people will watch, like, comment, subscribe. You know, I do it because I always think about, like, these guys are making money off this stuff, right? That's not. In my mind, I don't think about that. But I know people are there like, you have to think about that. And it just, to me, don't work like that for me. I feel like I need things to be to feel more natural. So I need it to be more natural. Like if that were to be the case to where money or financials would be involved, it would have to be to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm getting likes, I'm getting subs. I'm getting comments, talking to people back and forth, doing these videos. And basically to where it's like money just has to come, and regardless of me, like I'm not asking for it, but like money just has to come in for the simple fact that it's getting to a certain point to where they're like, bro, you just have to get the money now. And I know what I'm saying probably doesn't make sense, but I guess I'm trying to say, like, you get recognized, I guess, by YouTube and brands and whatnot, and that's what I mean. So you get brand deals and all this type of stuff, right? But I'm working. I got certain things here and there that I'm working on to basically sell. Because every now and then I might purchase something, but it has to be reasonably priced for me to even do that now. Because I have to pay for a living. When I say that, like I have to basically pay for myself to survive out here, to live out here, right? So I gotta pay for rent, food, and all that, whatnot. But every now and then I do get some stuff. Like right now, I got this bad boy right here. This bad boy right here, right? And then I'd be like, what? I got two of them bad boys. They Mr. Terrific. Now, my thing is, I'm a person who likes to collect things, likes to resell. I guess I'm a reseller, so yeah, I do that. I have like toys, games, electronics, random stuff. Not necessarily too random, but certain things, old things I'm trying to get rid of because they're just, I probably use them for like old projects or something like that, and I don't use them anymore, or I already had plans for them before, and things obviously changed, so now there has to be a different plan. So I'm trying to not just get rid of things, but tally everything that I have, get them all together, prepare them, and ship them. And as far as shipping, I've gotten better at that with shipping times and shipping materials, packaging. So it looks a lot better and cleaner than what it did before. Speaking of which, somebody just bid on something right now. Oh shoot, they bid on the old camera that I had, and that old camera gonna be gone. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm doing, and I'm trying to figure out a way to promote it on, I guess, YouTube, so people can see it, and if they want, they can get some of the stuff if they want. I don't have like a website or nothing. I just use eBay. That's it. And I'm trying my best to work at these things to make it make more sense, to be more professional at it. But as I said, like all the stuff that I'm going through is kind of like not helping with that situation because I'm powering through life, trying to do all this stuff, and I forget a lot of things at this point because I'm like, my hands are like everywhere, and I'm trying my best to grab a hold of everything because I have a bunch of interests too and all that stuff. So, oh, that sucks. But yeah, I'll see if somehow I can put the eBay account on here so people can at least see what I got, and if they want something, they can have it. By purchasing it, of course, and everything's pretty much reasonable now. Yeah, they're reasonable now. Before, I'm not gonna lie, some prices were just like more ambitious because I'm just trying to make a profit. But now, I'm like, man, I'm just kind of feels like I'm trying to just break even, trying to clean up space. But I'm working at it, man.